Hey everyone, and welcome back to my new series, Moves That Every Intermediate Should Know or Learn. For episode number 9 and today's focus, we're going to take a look at horizontal snakes in opposite direction. These snakes are very similar to snakes that we looked at in a previous episode, except this time crossing a horizontal line across our body, as well as an element of hands together, allowing us to do the snakes not only one way, but back the direction we came. We're going to start off with our right hand spinning towards our right shoulder at our non-native point. The first half of the snake we're going to look at is the non-native to native side, like shown here. For now, we'll use an extension to return back to our original point from where we started. We're going to start this move off by doing a few rotations at our non-native point, then doing a few rotations in front of our shoulder like shown here. Using a 2-beat, we'll switch to behind our shoulder, hold a few rotations, and then go to our native side point where we'll hold a few rotations again to extend back to our original point. Practice this process of a few rotations at each of these spots until you feel comfortable only pausing at each horizontal, native, and non-native point and fluently running through the snake like shown here. This time we're going to take a look at the other half of the snake with our left hand spinning towards our left shoulder on our native side. We're going to work through the same points, but this time starting in the armpit, working to the front, and then working to the non-native side. This time, instead of extending back though like we did previously, we're going to use that same snake we practiced in the last drill by propping the poi at our shoulder and then using a 2-beat weave to put it on the other side of our shoulder and then extending back to our native point. The main difference between these two snakes being the initiation in the armpit rather than the shoulder between the two variations. Practice these points and holding a few rotations at each of them as you practice your left hand getting used to both motions. After a few rounds of extra rotations at each point, you shouldn't have a problem with your left hand doing the armpit snake to non-native and then an over-the-shoulder snake back to its native original point without any extra rotations. Now with both poi in hand, going opposite direction wheel plane, we'll use our front-facing poi, that's our left poi, to do an over-the-shoulder snake to its native side. Then our right hand or trailing poi will initiate an armpit snake to meet it on its non-native side. Repeat this a few times in a row, leading with one hand and finishing with the second to build comfortability. Once you're comfortable, you can try using both hands at the same time, like this. Once you do, you'll have the final finished result of this move. That concludes this episode of Moves Every Intermediate Should Know or Learn. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. My name is Connor, this has been a Flow on Fire tutorial, and I'll catch you next time.